Now, in our today's lesson, we are going to cover Kcse 2021, paper 1, question number 20. The question was on sine and cosine rule, as you can see. So let's go through the question together. So the figure below is a quadrilateral ABCD, in which our AB is 8, our BC is 6, and the length of the side AD is equals to CD. They are equal, so this side is equal to this. And then angle ABC is 70 degrees. And angle ADC is 50 degrees. Question number 1. Calculate the length of AC. The length of AC. Number 2. Question number 2. The length of DC. Calculate the length of DC. The length of DC. That is DC. And then question number 3. You are calculating the size of angle BAD. 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 That's the angle that we are calculating. BAD. That's Roman 3. And question Roman 4. You are told calculate the area of quadrilateral A, B, C, D. So let's go to the question, to the working of the question. Let's go to the working of the question. So let's see. Let's find our length of AC. Our AC. Join this. So that's the one that you are looking for. That is the one that you're looking for. So you have 8 centimeters and you have 6 centimeters. And this angle is 70. So this one, when you have this kind of a triangle, ABC, let's give this, if this angle is A, this side is side A. If this angle is C, this side is C. If this side is B, this side is B. Now, because you have two sides and an included angle, two sides and an included angle, in this one, when you are given two sides and an included angle, you always use the cosine rule. The cosine rule. You always use the cosine rule. And in this case, you say that our B squared, you take B squared, is equal to A squared plus C squared, A squared plus C squared, minus 2 times A times C cos of B. Cos B. We have that. So we want to find the length of B, which is AC. So take 8, take B squared, say B squared, like that, B squared there, is equals to A squared. Our A is 6 squared, plus C squared, 8 squared, minus 2 times 6 times 8, 6 times 8, cos of 70. Work out to that. So work out to that. So 6 squared is at a 6. 8 squared is 64. So therefore B squared is equals to 60, that is 6, plus 64, that's 100, minus 2 times 6 times 8, that one you get minus 96 cos of 70. Minus 96 cos of 70. So what is cos 70? So get cos 70, the value of cos 70, the value of cos 70 there. So it be this, you say B squared is equals to 100 minus 96 times cos of 70. Cos 70. Cos 70. Cos 70 is 0.3420. That's the cos of 70. That is the cos of 70. That is the cos of 70. That is cos 70. So therefore multiply by 96 times 96 You get b squared is equal to that 2.83. Sorry. You get 100 minus that 2.83. That's what you get. So subtract 100 minus that one. You get b squared is equal to 67.167. 167. So b, the value of b in this case will be equal to the square root of 67.17. Square root of that one will be 8.195. 8.195. So giving your answer to correct to two decimal places. This one will be 1, 2. So you check 9, you go to the third digit, the third decimal place, which is 5, it is greater. You add 1, 2, 9, you get 10. You carry 1, you take this one, you get that your b is equal to 8.20. That is the range of b. So the range of AC is 8. So our AC is 8.20 centimeters. That's the range of AC. 8.2 centimeters. So you get that. Now, so in our question number 2, you are told to find the range of CD or DC. In this case, you are told that AD and the DC, they are equal, and this angle is 50. So therefore, because these are angles in a triangle, you say this angle will be, this one is an isosceles triangle, and the base angles of an isosceles triangle are equal. So the size of this angle will be 180 minus 50 over 2. You get 130 over 2. That angle is 65. So the size of this angle is 65 degrees, and the size of this angle is 65. So when you want to find the range of CD here, or DC in this case, when you want to find this one, and you have this, you have a side, you have this side 8.2, and this angle, the angle and its opposite side, and then you have an angle, and then you want to find the opposite side. In this case, you are going to use the sine rule. The sine rule. In this case, you take our sine rule. You say 8.2 over sine 50. 8.2 all over sine of 50 is equals to CD or DC all over sine of 65. All over sine of 65. So that's how what you get. Then for it for DC, you can cross multiply. Bring this one here and bring this one there. You can cross multiply like that. Cross multiply like that. Cross multiply. Then you say 8.2 sine of 65 is equals to DC sine 50. Sine of 50 like that. Sine of 50. So for you to get DC, divide both sides by sine 50 by sine 50. You get that? So what is your DC? What is your range of DC? The range of DC. Your range of DC. So your DC will be equals to 8.2 times sine of 65. Sine 65. You get this is 0.9063 all over the sine of 50. Sine 50. This comes to 0.7660. So what is your DC now? You can work out that. So 8.2 times 0.9063 divided by 0.7660. So your DC is 9.70 centimeters. This given to decimal place. The other one was 8.2. Our AC was 8.2. So you have this is 9.7. That's 9.7 centimeters. That is the length of DC. Now, so in our question number 3, you are told calculate the size of angle BAD. In our previous question, we have seen that this angle is 65 and this angle is 65 because this one is an isosceles triangle. So this angle is 65. So for us to get the angle BAD, we must find this angle. And because we have this side 8.2 and the angle of 70, and we have 6 centimeters, we require this angle that is opposite to 6 centimeters. In this case, we are going to apply sine rule again. So sine rule, we apply sine rule. The sine rule in this question, you say 8.2 all over sine 70 is equals to 6 all over sine of A. Let's call it A. So let's call it A. We call it A, this angle. So that once we get that one, we add it to this 65 to get the size of that angle. So sine A. So how do you find A? Cross multiply. You cross multiply like that. So therefore, this comes to 8.2 sine A. 8.2 sine A is equals to 6 sine 70. 6 sine 70. You get like that. So work out that. What is sine 70? Or even for you to get sine A, itself, divide both sides by 8.2 by 8.2. So sine A is equals to 6 times the sine of 70, sine 70. You can use your maths table or your calculator, 0.9397 decimal place, then divide by 8.2. Divide that. So 6 times 0.9397 divided by 8.2. We get that our sine A is equal to 0.6876. So 0.6876. So if you check, you want to find the value of this angle. So that you can add it to 65 so that you can answer the question BAD, that angle. So you find sine inverse. The sine inverse of 0.6876. So you can use your maths table or take your calculator and press shift sine, then 0.6876. You get your angle A is 43.44 degrees. So the size of this angle is 43.44 degrees. This angle BAC. But in our question, our examiner is asking us angle BAD. Angle BAD. So it is 65 plus this angle that you have got there. So take your 65, say 65 plus 43.44. 43.44. You work out to that. Now, so our angle BAD will be equals to 65 plus 43.44. And this one you get is 108.44 degrees. 108.44 degrees. So that's how you get that angle, 108.44 degrees. You add these two. So that's angle B in D. You can see this is purely sine,